I don't know what the hell is going on.
From the night skies over Kabul to the rugged frontier of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, a new war has erupted across the Afghanistan-Pakistan border this October. The roots trace back to 2021 when the Afghan Taliban seized power in Kabul. Emboldening the Tehreek.
That's great. I'm so happy to hear that after the 20-year incursion into the Middle East that cost millions of American lives, billions of, actually that's not true, trillions of dollars, we've managed to, after 20 years, replace the Taliban with the Taliban. Thank God. Wow. I can't wait to pay my taxes next time. Millions of lives? Yeah, I feel like millions of people were killed in that war. Yeah, I absolutely think so. What do you mean? Millions of American lives? I don't know if it's a million American lives. I don't know how many people died. But, like, collectively, yeah. I mean, because I'm not saying that... I mean, there's Afghanistan civilians. Like, there's fucking Iraqi civilians that were killed. You said American lives? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, just lives in general. Not millions, but Americans, but that's millions. Yeah, it was a lot. 146K? Well, that's less than I expected. I actually thought it would be closer to 1 million, given how long it was. But anyway, my point is that, holy shit, what a waste of time and money, right?
Taliban Pakistan, or TTP, to ramp up attacks from Afghan safe havens. Islamabad accuses Kabul of harboring over 6,000 TTP fighters, while the Taliban denies it. By early 2025, cross-border strikes became routine, with Pakistan launching operations like the February raid in South Waziristan that killed 30 militants, and March clashes at Torkham Crossing, forcing 15,000 residents to flee amid gunfire and border closures.
Wow. Someone who spent a year with my wife there, it's a huge waste of time and American lives. I mean, I'm sure that, like, for some people there, maybe we helped them a little bit. But, yeah, it's just horrible. October 8th. Yeah, this was when Pakistan attacked Afghanistan, I think.
Fast forward to October 8th. In Pakistan's Kurram district, TTP militants ambushed a military convoy with roadside bombs and gunfire, killing 11 soldiers, including 2 officers. The TTP claimed responsibility,
that's a lot,
vowing to overthrow Islamabad and impose a caliphate.
So this is another religious war. That's another religious war. Oh boy. Because a caliphate, I mean, is there a secular version of a caliphate? I think that's unique to Islam, right? And this is an honest question. Like, I think that's like a unique Islamic term, isn't it? Yes? Okay, all right.
Pakistani forces retaliated immediately, raiding a TTP hideout in the Tira Valley and eliminating 19 militants.
So it was basically... I don't know. I think this seems to me like, I mean, it's not the same thing, but it's like a lot of these wars, it seems like it's kind of like whenever people discovered the atom and then they're like, wait a minute, there's things inside the atom. And then you look even closer and there's things inside the things that are inside of the atom. And it's these concentric circles of like whose fault it is. And it just seems like whenever you really get down to it, these are problems that have been going on for generations.
Gun battle.
Yeah, the Holy Wars, exactly.
The
soil that gives them the most benefits, the land and the people they benefit from. You have to keep in mind that there's a lot of places in Afghanistan that are tremendously beautiful. They're amazing places, and so maybe this is true. I think this is also part of true with the Pakistan-India conflict with Kashmir, considering that a lot of the places there are also some of the nicest areas in the two places. There are? Yeah, absolutely.
सर ये अब बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा हमें यकसू होके मिनहसुल कौम जो है जवाब देना पड़ेगा इन लोगों को जो उनको पनाहगाह करते हैं चाहे वो हमारी सरजमीन पे है या वो अफगानिस्तान की सरजमीन के ऊपर है इसमें किसी को कोई शक नहीं होना चाहिए अगर किसी गांव से या किसी पनाहगाह
10 to 15 people gather and attack
या 10 या 15
from our
आदमी निकल
villages
के
and attacks
हमारे किसी
one of our
फौजी
army
काफिले के
bases.
ऊपर जो है हमला करते हैं, उसका जवाब जो है हो सकता है सबको सब साथ collateral damage
Leads to
भी हो।
collateral damage. Yeah, I
उसको
think so.
सबको सब भुगतना
Everybody
पड़ेगा।
suffers.
जहाँ
Yeah,
पे
of
उनकी
course.
पनाहगाहें होंगी उनको भी भुगतना पड़ेगा, और जो लोग उनको पनाहगाह देते हैं उनको भी भुगतना पड़ेगा।
One thing that I find to be like very dishonest about this, and this is just something that I've noticed a lot with a lot of these conflicts, is that a lot of the times it seems like these terrorist groups, in like an abstract way, they're kind of functioning the way that Antifa functions here in the United States, where these terrorist groups are obviously problematic, but at the same time, the people in charge in some cases view these terrorist groups as a necessary evil in order to push some sort of worldview or ideology or something. And so they effectively allow it to happen. So like a good example of this is like in the Pakistan-India war that was like, you know, a very, very short a conflict. There were terrorists that were in Pakistan, and there was also the military. But the problem is that whenever the terrorists got killed, the military went to the terrorist funeral. And so there's this blurring of the lines, and I think it's a dishonest blurring of the lines where they're saying, oh, well, this isn't necessarily us, but then you're, you know, like reinforcing them. You're not, you know, trying to control them and stopping them. And I think that's kind of what's happening. You see what I'm saying? And like, I think that's happening here again with this. And I think also the same, again, to like an infinitely smaller degree is happening with Antifa. You're delusional when it comes to Antifa. They have no connection to any form of government, even local. It's a bunch of mass people with bricks. You're missing the point. So people, you don't need a formal conspiracy when interests converge. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the government is telling Antifa what to do. What I'm saying is that Antifa is a willing participant in achieving certain people in the government's goals. And I think that's what's happening with this too, in a lot of cases.
Enough is enough. ये अब जो हमारे सब्र का पैमाना जो है पाकिस्तान की हुकूमत का, पाकिस्तान की अफवाज का जो है लबरेज हो चुका है। हम अपनी अफवाज के साथ इस मसले पे खड़े हैं और 100% जो है हम मकरूज हैं उनके। आसान किया उन्होंने इस मुल्क पे हुए, इस मुल्क की हिफाजत करके, हमारी इज्जत में इजाफा करके, हमारी बैनुल-अक़वामी जो स्टैंडिंग है उसमें इजाफा करके।
And now the people of our country are scared? Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
ऐसे लोग जो हैं उनको कंडेमनेशन करने के से कतराते हैं। उनकी जो
है scared to go against them? Yeah, who wouldn't be?
जो उनकी जो
same in Germany, by the way, with Antifa? Yeah, I don't know.
खुल के बात नहीं करते। ये चीज जो है
into Afghanistan, targeting TTP camps in Paktika and Khost provinces.
Do you think
Two loud
Why would I think
explosions
that?
rocked
I have no
Kabul,
idea.
which the Taliban blamed on Pakistani
Look at
jets
this.
violating sovereign airspace. Locals reported shops
Holy
destroyed
shit.
in a civilian market.
Look at this. You know, I always think about this all the time, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I look at videos of this, and it's like, oh my God, thank God that, you know, I don't live in a country like this. I feel like there's a lot of people that don't realize, like, how lucky you are whenever you live in, like, America, Canada, you know, the United Kingdom or something like this. Like, there's never, like, a threat, an immediate threat of war.
Casualties were confirmed from the blasts by
Afghanistan.
Good spawn
point. Yeah,
However,
you spawned on a
Pakistani
PE
sources
server.
claim that the strikes killed top TTP commanders.
Yeah. It's ironic because this is the exact same thing that India said about Pakistan.
In retaliation, Afghan Taliban forces opened fire on
They brought out
Pakistani
the
military
Toyotas.
posts across 5 provinces: Kunar, Nangarhar, Paktiya, Khost and Helmand. Clashes raised at over 6 points along the Durand line from Angur Adda to Baramcha.
Toyota means war? Does it really?
Taliban spokesman Inayat Khurazmi declared the operations successful.
Surely.
Taliban forces have captured several outposts from the Pakistani army across the Durand line in Kunar
so this is still
and
going
Helmand
on.
provinces.
Pakistani Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi condemned the attacks as unprovoked, accusing Afghan forces of targeting civilians and vowing a befitting reply.
Oh boy.
सिर्फ एक इंतहाई फेयर
Well, I asked them the Taliban government
इंतहाई
very fair
जायज बात
response.
करते हैं
I'll skip ahead
कि
past
आपने
this.
अपनी जबकि 132
Yeah, a lot of people have gotten
मासूम
killed,
पाकिस्तानी
apparently.
शहरी शामिल हैं।
Yeah, holy shit.
As of October 12, 2025, the intense clashes along the Pakistan-Afghanistan border have concluded, with both sides announcing the end of their operations.
So that's it? They just blew each other up for like 3 days and it's over now. Until next time it happens.
Saudi Arabia having signed a mutual defense pact with Pakistan just last month.
See, this is what I didn't even know about this, but I do think that if the U.S. gets involved, we'll probably take Pakistan's side and advocate for them, but we'll have to wait and see.
Issued a statement expressing deep concern over the tensions,
Yeah.
calling on both nations to exercise self-restraint, avoid further escalation, and pursue dialogue to maintain regional
Yeah,
stability.
nobody wants to deal with that,
Qatar
especially because
echoed
Pakistan.
this, prioritizing
nuclear
dialogue,
power.
diplomacy, and restraint to prevent broader instability.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much about it, right? I mean a geopolitical bar fight where both sides fight and bow it out. Yeah, I mean I think that's basically, and a lot of it probably has to do. There's the video I just watched. Give it a like if you liked it. I mean I haven't never watched a video from this channel before, but yeah, this is crazy. I had no idea this was even happening, right? And yeah. India's eating popcorn, enjoying the show. Yeah, I feel like this is just a conflict that, it's just kind of going to go all, it's going to blow over, but we'll see what happens.